Yo, so I just want to talk about this real quick. Okay, so the first time I had my hands on a comic book, the first comic book I've ever had was Deathblow issue 0. It was also Cybernary issue 0. And thing about it is, both issues was in the same comic, like a 2-for-1 thing, right? And then you got both covers, like one, you got the cover of Deathblow on one side, which was like this, but only the thing was like invisible ink, and this whole in red. This is not a good illustration of that, but because it's all blurry, but you get the gist of it. So, anywho, right? Got it at school. Now, Deathblow issue 0, it starts off with this dude, this veteran. He's like talking it up with a priest, right? Just chatting it up and whatnot. And he's just, it's like the in the confessions hall. Like, you know how it'd be if you ever watch Daredevil or whatever. Like, you're on one side of the booth. The priest is on the, not pastor, the priest is on the other side of the booth, and he's like hearing you, and afterwards he absolves you of your sin, blah blah blah. Like, I always found the concept stupid. It's like, that dude on the other side is a man. You know, he sins too. Like, he should not have any power to like forgive sins, since he has sinned himself. Only one who is without sin can absolve others of sin or cast a stone and whatnot. Only Jesus can do that. Not some regular priest. But that's another story. But anyway, this is part of it. Well, he's talking about how, like, he's mortified over all the people he's killed and all this other stuff. And how, like, the rush he gets from killing people and all that crap. And then at the end of it, yeah, this is also part of it. And it's blurry. And a part of it is like, he's like coming to grips with him being a killer and all that. And then he's like, okay. And then the pastor at the end is like, okay, so what sin you want me to forgive you of exactly? And then he's like, you don't get it, my boy. I am not coming to you to forgive me for what I have done. Oh, no, 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 good sir. I am here so you can forgive me for what I'm about to do. Because some mofos done messed up, and now I'm about to clap cheeks with mad bullets and lead. And then after he says that, he goes off. The priest tries to see who it is, but by then, he's gone. Oh, this is also part of it. Look at that graphic imagery. Each time, standing on the edge of the black abyss, as the blood roars in my ears, I try to resist. Weak, alone, I fail, and the darkness consumes me as I bask in the glory of the bloodlust. Like you hear that, my boy? You hear that? He itched to kill. Look at this. Like, this imagery, I was just, oh my gosh, freaking sexy. Like, back in those days, Jim Lee and the crew could do no wrong, my boy. Oh, this is the exact cover I'm talking about. Right here. Look at this. Like, it's even more stunning in person. Because I have this. I have this. Like, look how it looks. The image of this guy in freaking black and whatnot, and the invisible inks. You see Jim's name on the top there, and ooh, that red, son. That red is stunning. Truly stunning. Anyone that tells you that this cover is trash, they need to be run over with an 18-wheeler and pimp smacked to death with their grandma's bra. Dead ass. Because this right here, okay, I think this is a better illustration. For God's sake. This one, freaking gorgeous. Freaking gorgeous. Amazing. So, yeah, that right there is why I fell in love with comic books. Freaking sexy. And not just Deathblow. Then there's Cybernary to talk about. Oh, yes. We are going there. Cybernary issue 0. Let's see. Okay, this is from issue 1. Issue 1. Mofo, I just want issue 0. I hate the fact that it's so complicated just to find issue 0 of this thing. But yeah, this is what issue 0 looks like. For God's sake, load. Now, issue 0 is also intriguing. You see that? Yeah, baby. We're not gonna mention that. You gonna shut up now so I won't get in trouble? But anyway, this starts off with this lady getting chased by these zombie cyborg looking dudes, and they have like freaking zombie cyborg dogs and all types of ish, and they chase after this chick who apparently just escaped some compound of some kind or whatever, like where they had experiments ran on her and all types of ish. And in this one, yo, she is killing dudes left and right. Them puppies, that cyber dog, yo, she destroys the daylights out of it. The daylights, my boy. She just rips them to shreds, and she's just going to town on them. So then that one of them's like, I had enough of this ish. Gets out a rocket launcher and is like, F this. Boom! Blows her sky high. Blows her up OD. Right? So then after that, they think she's dead. And he's... Nah, they don't think she's dead. They think she's like, weakened enough. So he goes in for like the kill and whatnot. Nah, I think they were trying to capture her. Yeah, he goes in to capture her. Now, if you ever come across it, matter of fact, I think there's a site where you can. Nah, I'm not gonna go into it now. If you ever come across it, there's a part where that girl is face down, ass up, and yo, you see her from behind. Like a friend of mine, when me and my friends first saw this, my friend Andre was cracking jokes about it. And we were all laughing. Like, we were savages. Oh my gosh. I actually miss that cat. I hope he's doing well. Anywho, he goes, he tries to, creep up on her while she's in that compromising position. And, well, she lets the blade hit him in the throat, deep throat. And he did. So then she takes care of the rest of them and then passes out from fatigue. And some dudes find her in all the wreckage and they're like, what the hell is this? And that's how it ends. Now, with both stories, note that there's no identity politics, none of that I am women hear me roar type BS. And the way she's displayed is very sexy. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not punks when it comes to displaying the female form. You know what I mean? Like, my only thing is like this. My only thing now is I wish they made her thick. But it's like, how's they supposed to? Like, the guys that did the comic, I don't think I don't think they knew. Like, fact of the matter is, they didn't know what a thick girl was. Okay? Like, let's face it, most dudes that were doing comic books back in those days, the 90s, bruh, they had never seen a thick girl in their life. Like, they the type of chicks that they were like attracted to and all that crap was like, a Pamela Anderson or Anna Nicole Smith type of chick. What you call it? Heidi Klum. Alright? You typical skinny bimbo and whatnot. Okay? It was nothing like, ants or something. But that's like a whole nother story. Ant. Mario Gully? I hope this turns out well. Yeah. Like, this imagery is so sexy. Okay, this one's kind of considering the fact that proportions of her breasts is wrong. I don't blame the guy, but still, because it's like you have to draw him from an angle of her being upside down. Like, them things upside down would not look like that. Especially if you got some large ones. Nah. But that's a whole nother story. Like, freaking. Next time I'll be talking more about that ant. But yeah. Before this, bruh, I was all about Peanuts cartoons, okay? And Peanuts comic strips. Like, the Sunday Funnies and stuff like that. Like, Charles Schultz is actually why I got into, reading comics in the first place. That and amongst other things. Oh, excuse me. Random burp of the night. So yeah, I just want to quickly touch upon that. Like, I've had this comic ever since that day it was passed around in the school. The school I went to at the time was PS 316. And I've had that comic ever since that, man. To this day. So yeah, it was quite something being a comic book fan back in those days. Up until you know, up until mid 2010s. Although, if you were to truly be observant of things, that stuff started really in comic books, the political stuff, in the 2000s. But that's another subject. Anywho, like Cybernary, dope comic. I think I'm gonna do some fan art soon based on that. Oh, and another crazy thing, it turns out that Deathblow was the dude that broke her out of prison. Like, dude, Deathblow was the reason why she was able to escape that compound. Like, it's crazy. I just love stuff like that about comic books, about Image. Like, Wildstorm Productions back then was the bee's knees. Image in general was the bee's knees. You know what I'm saying? Oh, just love it. Just looking at this gorgeous art. Anywho, that's all for today. Till next time, homies, stay prime friends.